Oh, the gentleman that had called in earlier, who was talking about Benjamin Creme and some of the bookstores.
Yeah.
And I agree with you that although it's good to be informed and know what's going on, it can be quite dangerous and counterproductive for a Christian to get too involved in that. Just as we're protected from so many things, nevertheless, we don't put our finger in a light socket, or we don't walk out in a street without looking. And there is power there. There is evil power, and thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. You have a certain.
You have protection if you're in His will.
Yes.
Or in His permissive will, He will protect you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you step out of His will, you're out of His protection.
And to associate with these things, I think a lot of Christians don't realize how powerful the effect can be. Just as if you drink too much alcohol or other things, the effect can be quite powerful.
Yeah.
And then it's too late. You're down a path that is going to cause you some significant grief. It's better to avoid all of these things. Once you've identified that it's something evil, something inappropriate, it's not to become involved with it where you're associating with those people on a regular basis.
Yeah, he just likes to taunt them, and that is kind of fun to have some fun every once in a while.
Oh yeah, certainly.
he'll because you don't have to do much to make them mad. I mean, just preach the Lord and you're on their list. It doesn't take much to make them mad. So when you're taunting them with your jokes and you just slug at them, you're just asking for more trouble.
Well, by the way, I tried to send you an email yesterday, and this is the first time it's ever happened. I put your address in there, and I wrote a little note with some information. My whole email thing crashed. My computer crashed, and I had to completely and all I did was put in your name and the address line.
Now you're scary, ready for writing me.
Was I feeling
It happens. You know what? People that are associated with me, they get under attack.
Uh-huh.
They do. And sometimes they're under attack more than I am. And it just seems like everybody that gets associated with me just gets a lot of grief.
Thanks for the warning.
They don't encourage being friends and contacting Sherry Shriner, I'll tell you that much.
So I finally did get something out, but my computer was down for quite some time, and that had never happened before.
Well, I apologize.
Oh, my pleasure. It shows you're doing the right thing.
Steve's still on the air.
Yes, indeed.
Me and Steve had a conversation about a lot of these shows. I get hounded with the ticks, that tick, 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 when the government's recording a program, recording your phone conversation. And I was going to explain to them at the beginning of a show how they could just go to realityradionetwork.com and then click on Listen Live. So they can record it right off his site instead of annoying my phone the whole time I do a show.
Just let them join the archives.
Yeah, they could join the archives for $6.95 a month instead of soaking my bandwidth. Do you know that 30% of my traffic at Sherry Talk Radio is unknown? They don't know where it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. All these government people, they can pay for $6.95 a month and subscribe to the archives.
The thing is, if they listen, though, they're going to learn some truth, and it may affect them.
Well, they do listen because they record me.
Yes.
And they do listen. And the thing is, they're soaking my bandwidth, so they need to go to Reality Radio, click on Listen Live during the show, so I don't have to hear the annoying ticks all the time. And then during the week, they can just record all my archives without bothering my site. Because I've got to increase now. I've got a bigger hosting bill now, so I've got to increase bandwidth on my site, so I can add 2 more this week. I've got IslamLies.com going up, and that's in response to all these retards that keep trying to recruit me into Islam.
Oh, my.
So now I've got Islam Lies going up. And New World Order's NWOZionism.com will be going up as well. So I'm going to be getting a lot of flack from the church crowd who does not understand what Zionism is. They think I'm being anti-Bible because I'm against Zionism. I have no idea what Zionism is. I'm going to explain it to them clearly as possible. That it's not rallying around the flag, protect the Jews. It's destroying the Jews.
The mainstream media never covers the Jewish groups that are not Zionist.
Oh, no. They have a voice out there as much as we do here against our New World Order government. I have got buddies in Israel. I've got supporters in Israel. And none of them support Zionism. They understand that Zionism is an arm of the New World Order and Satanism, and it's there to destroy Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And so the real remnant, the Bible-believing remnant in Israel, does not support Zionism. Yet the church has gone to sleep and believes that supporting Zionism means supporting God's people in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand the terminology. And so I get in these email wars with these people. I mean, I'm called the Antichrist on pre-trib rapture boards.
Oh, no.
They don't understand, you know. I give up, you know. I just, you know, and I'll put up another website and try to explain it to them, you know.
I was listening at the beginning of your program, too, on some of the very good information that you had there, and I'm just very excited about all the good, unusual, and unique information that you're getting out to the world.
Yeah, well, you know what? Did you read my latest blog? You know, the Lord showed me something this morning, and I posted it on my blog. It took all day to get there. I mean, these blogs are kind of getting weird. But the thing is that, you know, I was having problems with the web host over bandwidth. We were fighting because my WebStat reports that they have weren't showing what they were claiming, that I was 100 gigabyte over bandwidth. And so the Lord tried to get my attention a couple of days ago. I just wasn't getting it, you know. And this morning he finally got it. And what he showed me was that, Sherry, you've got 116 countries listening and 2 million hits to your websites. And so I'm thinking, oh, I guess it's more than my favorite 5 friends or, you know, my closest 10, you know, listening to the show. It's a little bit more going on with my websites than I thought. You know, so based on that, because I was getting faulty traffic reports from a faulty tracker, even on their own, the Lord just showed me, he just said, listen, this is the hits. You got 2 million, you know. People are listening. They're waking up. And you know, I got a donation in today. Totally covers the hosting fees for the next month. And you know, he's just providing. You know, people are listening. People are waking up. I've got people in Israel right now listening to this show. Australia. And, you know, it's all around the world.
People are waking up.
They're waking up, yeah. And I've got teenagers in Barbados. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you where that is on a map. Sending me emails.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That listen to the show. That, you know, catching the archives later when they're up. I have no idea about time differences. But you know what? My archives, my bandwidth on my site is playing all week long. And people don't listen to one show. They listen to all of them. You know, they start listening to one show, listen to the next, listen to the next, listen to the next. And you know what? You know, praise the Lord. But yeah, you know, he's taking care of it. I'm not, you know, throwing a fit anymore. And you know, I'm satisfied with it. You know, people are waking up. That's what we're here for.
Yes, indeed.
So you know, they're learning, and teenagers even at that. You know, so.
With Passover coming up, I think a lot of Christians will be observing it as best they can or as they understand it this year.
Yeah, you know, I'm doing it the best I can. I started yesterday. I went ahead with the March 25th Passover date. I know a lot of people are waiting for the April 23rd date, and somebody sent me an email and said, maybe you can talk about it on your show. And I said, I can't talk about it on my show. I'm no expert. I'm not a Levitical law expert. But frankly, what it was is there's 2 dates this year. I know my buddy in Israel, they're celebrating it in April. But the ones I know here, not all, you know, some of the ones are celebrating it now. And so there seems to be two different times going now. So yeah, I know a lot of people are waiting until next month. I went ahead and started it yesterday, and you know, I never felt the Lord say no. You know, never felt the breaks. Never said, you know, didn't talk to me directly about it. So, you know, I'm picking up a box of matzah for tomorrow. I think the Feast of Weeks has started. It starts tomorrow or something. But you know, we're learning as we go. You know, this is what my friend said. That was so funny. Some of the email, he said, you know, I've been in churchianity all my life and under the lizard of Tarsus. I'm just learning this stuff.